Hi guys, Baggins here, welcome back to another Baggins International video, and today we're having a look at the Ford Hot Rod from the drag racing update on Need for Speed 2015. Now, those of you who have watched the live stream from the launch of the drag racing update will recognise the base of this car, and indeed some of the features which we haven't changed, like the sports exhaust and the tyre layout, and indeed the body shell. But I did say I would bring you an updated video which featured the wrap and the colour scheme that I eventually went for, because if you remember, in that video it was purely black. So I've gone for sort of a chop shop theme on this particular Ford. I have gone for a sort of traditional Ford coloured rear end, and I have used the saloon or sedan body shell, as I thought it would be a little bit more unique rather than just the standard sort of coupe or indeed the pickup, which I thought everyone would go for. And so what I've tried to do is keep the rear end as if it was one car and the front end as if it's another. Not nearly works. You can see that the frame beams can't be painted at the back, which is a bit of a shame. But we've done quite a lot on it, and the performance mods are pretty much finished as well. So it's now running, what, 395 horsepower. Can't add a turbo, even though for some reason the engine sounds like it has a turbo on when you're running it outside, but we'll come on to that in a little while. So we get a couple of little jobs finished off. We put the cams and the new exhaust manifold on, and that gives us a suggested top speed of 234 miles an hour, which in this aerodynamically challenged beast seems tad optimistic, but we are going to do a max speed run shortly. So as you can see, this is the handling. We've gone for a grip setup, and really does grip this car, which is really nice. And it's quite a simple wrap, but I think it's quite effective. Gone for the flames there, which is quite a nice sort of little feature. And the acceleration is ridiculous, 2.29 seconds to 60. I think you'll appreciate the stance on it. I think it looks good. The colour scheme is sort of retro inspired, and there's a roundel on the back. As always, I like to shove one of those in where I can. That was particularly tricky because it's across two paint sections, so that's two parts of wrap to make one, and the chrome fuel tank on the rear. So once again, just wanted to double check that I've got the gears back on auto instead of manual, because I had them on manual for the drag racing. So I think it comes time that we'll take it out and have a look at how it performs. We'll pull out the garage, as always. Quite a majestic little cutscene, which is nice. And we're going to take this out on the road. I'm aiming to take it up to its maximum top speed, so I've skipped forward a little bit out onto the freeway, and I realised that because I usually do Need for Speed without the heads-up display, I'm going to have to add that on so that we can see the speed that we're going. And also a map will be handy so that we know which way we're going. So I've jumped forward. We now have the speedometer on the bottom right hand corner and the map in the bottom left hand corner, which is very handy, and we are on the freeway. So it's time to ramp this up. Join us now. We're in 6th gear, which is interesting because I don't think I changed the gearbox, but there we are. It's absolutely romping away. And we're up to 180 miles an hour, which is already beyond what I thought would be possible. With a little bit of nitrous, we hit 230 before having to slam the brakes on. A little bit further around the road, we come up to my favourite little section over the bridge. And if you're ever going to get a top speed, it's either coming up this ramp up to the bridge, or indeed coming down the other side, although it does get a little bit bumpy. So let's give this a red hot crack, see if we can get that magic 234 miles an hour as promised in the menu, or even a little bit more. Let's just see how it goes. So we're up onto the top of the bridge here, and we're going to start coming down. We are having a little bit of gravity assistance, 226 miles an hour I saw there. 235, and I think that is the maximum before the wheels fall off and it flips over and crashes into a fiery ball of flame. So we'll ram it down there. Hope you've enjoyed this Baggins International video. Please subscribe for more content, and do check out the rest of our Need for Speed stuff, which is all in a playlist. Thank you very much. I've been Baggins. Good night.